Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with my next attack strategy video. This is the mass bowler attack strategy for Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. It's something that's really powerful right now, and especially if we don't see an update on it soon, it's something that people who are Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 should definitely learn and upgrade their bowlers to be able to do this, because right now it's what's working even better than Valks, I think, is what most people were saying. So we're going to take a look at this, and have been kind of focused on Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11 stuff lately on the channel, but, we'll be back to the Town Hall 9 and maybe even Town Hall 8, which is a big part of the channel too. So, don't think we're drifting away too far, because I'll get back to that at some point as we get back to the recaps and stuff. So anyway, just happens to be a Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11 attack strategy, because this is what's new, and it's a cool strategy. It's something that I said that the bowler walks would be popular. I didn't envision a mass bowler attack, but I definitely see how it works, because bowlers only take up 6 troop space, which is a huge change from the 8 they used to. It really facilitated this attack to happen and to become popular. So anyway, we're going to take a look at a few attacks and talk about what you do. The important things to think about, though, are that healers are just as important as the bowlers themselves, because these bowlers do not have a lot of hit points. They are somewhat squishy, especially in a maxed out base like this that has so much DPS in it. You need those healers to do work for your bowlers, and because you have to bring the healers anyway, typically you want to start off with a queen walk, because it really costs you nothing, and it's a great way to take out part of the base to funnel your bowlers in. We're looking at Hua on the first attack, and he does the just like I'm saying, starts off with the queen walk, just a small one, no need to do a big one, takes out a good part of the base, and then has the queen meet up with the bowlers and makes sure that the queen is among the bowlers, just to make sure that the healers will retarget onto them, because if they're too far apart, they might just stay on the queen. So does a good job with that, and what you want to bring is rages, jumps, and rages, jumps, and freezes. The rages are great because they keep the bowlers moving quickly, they give them more damage, and also the healers get the effect of them. As everything moves through, the healers step up into it. The freezes gets that inferno off the bowlers so they can be healed back up, take some of the damage off of them, and the jump is just to direct them. Although they can beat through the wall on their own, but typically you want to make sure you can kind of guide them where you want to go within the base. So anyway, taking a look at this first attack, Hua drops down a few minions. Important to make sure that funnel is created, and sometimes you even want to use a few bowlers to create the funnel, and just sacrifice them, because you don't need all of them going into the base just because they're so powerful right now. So it's good to sometimes just make a little bit of a sacrifice just to make sure that everything goes in, because better 75% of your bowlers go in than like 10% if you do the funnel, if it gets screwed up. So anyway, drops down that rage for the queen walk. She's gonna get pretty good value actually. Right now, pretty much all she's taking now is defenses. Everything's packed in so tightly there. So the rage gets great value, and she'll start moving north as soon as these buildings go down. The minions also getting good value and making a pretty deep funnel. They're getting some of those buildings inside the base actually. So that's going to definitely make sure the bowlers go the way he wants them to. So the queen goes up north here. She gets out of range of most of this point defense. And right here drops in a Valk to help with the funnel, the golem, the giant, and then some wall breakers to let everything on in. The wall breakers actually do fail, but the bowlers will just swing through the wall because the funnel is created so nicely. Right here, the queen is getting pretty close to the bowlers, so you know those healers are going to reroute, especially as the queen walks in and kind of gets among them. Went ahead and dropped that jump, didn't need it, and I don't know what it was there for anyway, but popped the Warden's ability, and at Town Hall 11, that helps you combat the Eagle, the level 4 Infernos, all that damage that initially comes at your bowlers as they make their way into the base. Pop the ability early, and that way you have 2 or 3 seconds of your bowlers being at full health. There's the freeze, gets great value for that, and Inferno's pretty much down by the time the freeze wears off, so that way their healers will get the full effect, and because they're being raged as well, those bowlers are not dying, they're just staying at full health. Sends in a few hogs, but this one's already over. You can see those healers did a great job keeping those bowlers up. Like I said, they're just as important as the bowlers, because if you drop the 4 healers and just bring more bowlers, you will not get pretty deep into a base. You won't get far at all, because the bowlers do not have a lot of hit points. They need that heal effect, so you got to make sure that you're taking care of the Inferno Towers, whether it's with a freeze or if it's on single target. That helps out a little bit, but whatever you have to do, make sure you get the heal on the bowlers for most of the attack. So anyway, does a great job. You can see how many of them are left up. Has, I'd say, most of his bowlers, like almost all of them almost, because it's crazy. Pops the queen's ability right here and just crushed this base. Could have beat a Town Hall 12. I mean, it's insane. So anyway, awesome attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few more as soon as this thing wraps up. Okay, there's the 3-star. And we'll go on to Vietha, taking on number 3 here. And this one was a little closer, and it illustrates a few different points that I want to make. And he goes ahead and drops down the healers on the golem, which is just fine. And I think that's something that, however you do it, you want to make sure you get value for those healers at the beginning of the attack, whether you're dropping it on the initial bowlers for the funnel, or you're dropping it for the golem or the queen like we saw in the last attack. Some kind of value for them, because they typically will retarget, so you'll still get the main purpose of them, but also getting value at the beginning is great. Right here, though, he doesn't have any freezes, so the Warden's ability is great. It keeps those bowlers up, but right here, they start going down pretty quickly because both those multi-infernos are targeting almost exclusively bowlers, and because they don't have a whole lot of hit points, they go down very quickly. So even though he ran through this base pretty fast, most of his bowlers are already dead. So I think bringing a freeze, or maybe even attacking the base from a different angle where both those infernos aren't being dealt with at the same time, would have made this a more easy 3-star. I mean, it was still a great attack. It's always hard to 3-star Town Hall 11 with these maxed out defenses, but if you can do something to negate the Inferno towers, that's going to make a huge difference, because the bowlers will die very quickly if they're not being healed. So keep that in mind, do what you have to do. But anyway, he does a few balloons too, which I think was a great touch. And I think a lot of the time, the air defenses are somewhat close to the center of the base. You can do this because you know your bowlers are going to take out the middle of the base. The only problem is trying to get them to take out those defenses on the outside that are hiding behind all those walls and stuff. So he brings a few balloons, which is a great touch here. And especially when everything's distracted on like the queen and stuff, gets these like 1-for-1 trades, awesome value. Pops the queen's ability, still has the healers on her, so she's doing pretty well. A few minions, a wizard, just cleaning up the space slowly as the defenses go down. And he'll sprinkle in this last balloon right here in just a moment. The warden's doing a great job taking out buildings and giving everything that little health buff, because it's actually pretty significant, the health buff the warden does when those balloons are in his radius. But anyway, they're going to make their way through, take out this cannon right here, and that'll be that. Awesome attack to Vietha, getting the 3-star, and bringing the nice touch of the balloons. Okay, we're going to take a look at a Town Hall 10 one, and then we'll wrap this thing up. I'm not going into too much detail, because I think I want you guys to just get the main idea of what this attack is, what the important things are to do. I don't like to overcomplicate it too much. That's something I've learned about my attack strategy videos. It's better when you try to keep it simple. And then if you guys want to go more in depth, you can kind of try it out in the friendly challenges and see exactly what works. Because it's easier for you guys to try to figure these things out to some extent than for me kind of just to try to tell you. Especially when I don't have bowlers yet. So I'm only a Town Hall 10 with no bowlers, so I can't say I've tried this before. But anyway, I've seen a lot of attacks, and I can give you guys the basic guidelines. So we're looking at Ragnar taking on a pretty solid Town Hall 10. I'd say kind of mid-level, mid to high level. Some of these defenses aren't maxed. But anyway, drops down that jump and uses those minions to create the funnel. A few of his bowlers go to the outside, but the vast majority go in. And he doesn't need any freezes because it's single infernos. That's huge. If you can attack even one single inferno, that makes a big difference. Now, only one of the healers actually goes into the base. 3 of them stayed on those bowlers on the outside, but that one healer made a difference for the attack. If you see right here, the bowlers actually get pretty low on health. Giant bombs, those do a ton of damage. That took out like 12 bowlers, that one giant bomb. So the healer did a great job, but it got shot down, and from there, those bowlers died very fast. So I can't stress this enough. Keep those bowlers healed up, whatever you have to do. And I think this might sound crazy, but we might even see people at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11, if there's no nerf to bowlers, we might see people putting double or even triple giant bomb sets to try to just destroy a group of bowlers. Because as you see, they're so clumped up, and if you can, I don't know how many hit points they have exactly. I'm not sure if a double giant bomb set would take them out. I think it might. I don't know like if they have more or less hit points than hogs, but if you can just have a huge splash DPS like wizard towers, giant bombs, maybe an inferno nearby, and the person doesn't have their warden's ability or the bowlers are not quite at full health, you can take out a big group of bowlers and really mess up this attack. So that's something to think about from a base building perspective, and also from an attacking perspective, that you have to really be careful regarding your bowler's health and making sure that they're getting healed up, because that's the number one important thing, is healing your bowlers. And then I'd say pretty much a close second is sacrificing some troop space to make sure the funnel is created very nicely, because bowlers are kind of like Valks, they'll walk to the outside if you don't funnel them right. So funnel, make sure your bowlers are healed, and then balloons are always a great touch. If the air defenses are even somewhat close to the inside of the base, you can sneak in, get a few air defenses or a few defenses taken out with those balloons while everything's distracted on the troops inside the middle of the base. So anyway, jumps, rages, heal, or jumps, rages, freezes are all good spells. Don't bring heals, that won't help very much because you already have the healers. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this attack strategy video. Let me know if you did in the comments, and thanks for watching this one. I'll see you guys later. Bye, Sectatron out.